me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah,
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The tackle by Jeremy.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Jeremy Chin.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And the Saints, 1st down.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
He's
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Panthers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
For Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with McCaffrey. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
7-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 8.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, check right 27, check right.
Now Eason. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Saints.
A run for Nick Chubb. First by him near the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, New Orleans.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. Big Derek Brown making the stop. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 21. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run with Chubb, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Panthers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Number 22, Christian.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
19, Charger, 27, check right, 27. I'm coming.
To throw on third down, Eason. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They run. Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Eason. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down,
Chubb. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They set up the screen to Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those, and then he was a step ahead because he said they're going to change up and counter another way, and he beat them that way too.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Chubb running right. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Panthers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
56 Mike.
Throwing is Eason. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Eason sets to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Let's get off the field. Hey, check.
From the gun is Eason. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Silver. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Saints 28, Panthers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's McCaffrey. Room here to run. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch out. He's coming. We got double up.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Carolina. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Saints 28, Panthers 7. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Touchdown, New Orleans! Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Bill Lutz lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
You can't block me. Mike's 56. It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Eason. Open man is Trey Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
56 to Mike. 56. We go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Here's Eason to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Burton here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Jim. Hey, smash Bronco. Check 99. Check 99.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at its 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Saints are pouring it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And some room to maneuver. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Man. These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Eason. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Christian McCaffrey.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A big offensive explosion.